Hey Fisher,
Yeah.
I gotta go pee.
All right. You wanna show everybody how you pee?
Let's show everybody how I pee. Well, July 1st, 2010, Fisher, I have my accident, like you've already mentioned. And when I have my accident, obviously, as soon as I get to the hospital, I'm guessing they insert a Foley catheter.
Yeah, but Foley catheter, it's internal catheter.
Indwelling, yeah.
Indwelling,
Yeah.
and it has the bag where the
Leg bag.
yeah, leg bag where the fluid goes after you use the bathroom.
Right. Foley catheter is indwelling, like Fisher said. It's inserted, into the, whether, the male part or female part. And actually, it is then injected with, I think, saline. It has a small balloon in there that keeps it inside the bladder, which you don't remember, but you changed my Foley catheter for, about 2.5, 3 years.
I do not remember that.
Yep, Fisher was 5. And if you want to see us talk about Fisher becoming my caregiver at the age of 5, look in the description of this video below, and I'll put the description of that video there and where we talk about that. But the Foley catheter for 4 years, and some things about it that I didn't like. I never lost feeling, so I could feel the pressure, on my male part, and it did rip me a little bit there. I will say that I had more UTIs with the Foley catheter than I did any other system after, we'll get into. But, I had it, like I said, for 4 years. And in 2014, Fisher, I returned back to the Shepherd Center for a day program, which was, I believe, about 45 days. I stayed there for the day program. And they asked me the one thing that I wanted to do to work on the most. And I said, I want to lose the Foley catheter and try to start ICing.
Yep, and IC means internal catheterization.
Well, it means intermittent catheterization, yes, which means that it is a cath that is disposable. That most people usually do it every 3 or 4 hours throughout the day, and they just empty their bladder and it's disposable, and they go on about their day. And so anyway, we start that right in 2014,
yep,
in June of 2014.
And that I would say that really shaped you into using a urinal.
Yeah, and so we do it, and I stayed there my 45 days, and just to be honest with you, it was awful. I was back in my room there at the Shepherd Center more changing than I was therapy, because I continually kept using the bathroom on myself. Just, accident after accidents. But we continued to push forward, and I guess the longer that I was there, I probably got a little better, but not a lot. And so I'm home, and I've been home probably a month, maybe a little bit longer. So this would make it, say 3 months that I have been ICing. But what I could tell was my accidents after I'd been home a month had stopped for the most part. But what I could tell is that I could tell when I needed to use the restroom. And so it just hit me one day. It's like, I got to, I'm cathetering myself when I need to use the bathroom. I just wonder if I can't just go normal. And so, I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember one time I was like, well, I feel like I got to go. And so I don't remember what I used, but I used something. It wasn't a urinal then. And I just put it down there, and anyway, I started going. And I actually had fairly decent control. I went, and, I didn't, when I got done and really had good control, and, no big deal. And so the longer I done that, the better I got, right, Fisher?
Yep, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. But anyway, over the years, I experimented with a lot of different things. Sitting in the chair, in the wheelchair, and I experimented whether it was the power chair that I used to be in, manual chair that I'm in now. That really didn't make a difference. But the big square urinals are not real. They're not the greatest thing to use in a wheelchair. At least they weren't for me. You've got to unbutton your pants, you got to unzip, and just not a lot of room in my legs, and my britches to get that big urinal in. And so a couple things that really helped me was, first is a button tool. Fisher, if you want to, hold the button tool up. What it has is on this big end, it has the wire that goes on the button. And you'll put that through the little slit of your pants, your shorts, whatever, and you grab a hold of the button, and then you'll just pull it through, and it's a real good thing. And then hold the other end up is to unzip the zipper and zip the zipper up. It has a little hook. And so I used that at the time because my finger function wasn't as good then as it was now. And that really helped me a lot. And over the years, what I have found to really be the best thing for me, and all this is different from everybody, but what I have found out that works best for me is simply I buy these at Walmart for 98 cents. It's just a plastic drinking cup, and I bleach it every night, and that's what I use as my urinal now, and I carry it everywhere. I have a brown man purse, Fisher, if you don't mind getting that. I've got a brown man purse that I use, and if you bleach it every day, you use it, you wash it out with water. There's no need to put it in a bag. There is no smell to it as long as you bleach it every day. And Fisher, just show them what we do. I just have a man purse that has a
it's
a shoulder strap.
Yeah, shoulder strap, and we just put it into this little gap right here. It's kind of perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. And
sits in there, pull out.
We'll put it back down. They couldn't see it, I don't think, bro. Hold it up, turn around, and see, it just sits right in there just like that. And just perfect, like Fisher said, a perfect fit. And that's where we put it. And I have zero trouble with it as long as you bleach it, wash it out with water. It is no smell whatsoever. And I guess the last thing that we need to talk about is male pads. Now, Fisher, if you don't care, just hold the male pads up where everybody can see. I use, it doesn't matter, name brand that people, whether it be Depends, I think it is, or the Assurance brand is the Equate brand from Walmart. Either one, the main thing is I use maximum strength. I highly recommend that as the difference, using the maximum strength. Get one out, Fisher. And put that one back up. Put that back up. Yep. Now show everybody in the camera how they come. And they actually come with a little slot on the other side. Now tear it apart real easy. It's not hard.
You can put your finger right between the slot and pull.
Yeah.
And then pull like that. Comes right out.
And then it's ready. And then it just opens up. Yep, it opens up. And that really does a good job. It is a male pad. It does a great job. It actually has a sticker system on the back. An adhesive tape that you can put on your pants if you want to use it. I don't, but just a male pad for any dribble throughout the day that may happen, and like I said, it's little to no hand function whatsoever. Matter of fact, the hook that I just described on the back of the buttoner would work for that really good. I have no problem with it. I don't use that, but I use my hands, and that is the system that has worked for me. It's just that 98 cent Walmart cup just seems to be the best, and that
these cost about $7 to $10 depending on where you live.
Yeah, and for like 30 or 40 of them come 50. In a pack, 50 come in a pack, so not super expensive. And so that system, like I said, 4 years in the Foley catheter, only used ICs for about maybe 3 months, and then for the last basically 5.5 years, I have used different items, whether it be a smaller urinal, different types of cups, but I have narrowed it down to that 98 cent Walmart cup. Well, that's my journey, right, Fish?
Yep, that's your journey.
That is my story on how I regained my bladder. from a Foley catheter to an IC. For a Foley catheter, 4 years, IC, very short period. And then for the last 5.5 years, I've been, narrowing down my system now to a Walmart 98-cent cup and a male pad extra strength. That is what I use. And we hope that everybody out there lives their best life. And other than that,
make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
see y'all.
See y'all.